Good morning, my friends. I hope you're doing well. See this? The flat brush for my beard. A lot of people have asked me on my live streams, what are you doing? Well, I'm trying to keep my beard brushed out. It's very thick. Um, it's it's not thick enough to comb unless you use fine tooth. But this is full of little tiny nubs. I start growing my beard normally after Labor Day, and usually it itches me so bad around March I usually have to cut it off. But it's very warm. Plus, mommy likes it. It's an interesting thing when you see people once a week on the internet and they may notice things that you don't um, recognize from a day to day point of view. Have you ever not seen someone for a year or two or 5 or 10? And when you see them, especially if they're children, you say, "Oh my goodness, you're getting so big. I can't believe it." I think of my children and some of the mentorees that I've had over the years and other relationships at the church, even business relationships, um, friends that I've not seen for years but stay in contact with. And when I do finally see them again, I think, man, I may or may not say something, but I'll think in my mind, wow, that person has really changed. That person's beard really grew out. Well, this is almost 2 months old now. It's probably getting about as long as I need it to get. And some of you have noticed and complimented the growth. Um, it's all silver now. It used to be a little salt and pepper. In fact, it used to be mostly pepper, but those days are gone. And I'm thankful I've lived long enough to grow a gray beard. What have you noticed about people for the positive? Have you noticed personal growth in people? And I'm not just talking about physical growth. Of course, physical growth, especially if you're raising children, there are benchmarks that the doctor will give you. Your 6 month old should be doing this. Your 12-month old should be doing this. They should be walking by such and such age. They should be entering pre K by such and such age, and so on and so on and so on. Then they graduate high school many years later. Then they graduate college. Then they get married. You see all these stages of life and the stages of growth. But what about your adult relationships? Like, let's say you have a next door neighbor that moves in, and over the 20 years that you know this person, you see all kinds of change. Some good, some bad. Some of it's relative. Remember, we talked about that earlier in this week. Well, I want to urge you to focus on your own growth. Now, I'm still the same person under this beard. I just grew the beard out. You can be the same person, but just a better version of yourself. If you allow not only God, but God uses people to accomplish his purposes. So I encourage your heart today. Allow God and your family and friends to deposit into your life and into your mind and your maturity and your understanding and even into your perception. Do you know sometimes I pray, God, if I'm not, in fact, I had to pray this here a couple of years ago about a very serious situation that I did not understand. And I got to tell you, I didn't really agree with what I knew I needed to do. And I asked God, and I talked to God like I'm talking to you right now. I don't pray King James prayers. Not that that's wrong, I'm just saying I don't. But I asked God, Lord, if I'm wrong here, please help me to understand it. And whatever I can't understand, help me to grow and become more mature and accept what I know is right. Do you pray that way? How do you pray? And if it's too personal, you don't have to answer that, but I'd love any input that you offer. In fact, I might do a class on that one of these days. Just a prayer class. Would you be interested in anything like that? Because a lot of people feel like they have to pray a certain way, or they may assume that it has to be done a certain way when God is so much bigger than our imagination and our perception. I want to grow. I want you to grow. I have learned so many of you by name. I cannot recognize faces. A lot of you know that I have a medical condition that is face blindness, which seems to be getting a little bit worse. But that's okay because I still recognize voices, or I can read names. I'm going to talk about vision another time. But I want our relationship to grow. I want us to become better friends. I want us to learn from each other. I want to learn from you. I want you to learn from me and have the benefit of my experiences and wisdom. And I want to know about your experiences and experience your wisdom with you. So help me to grow, and I'll do my best to help you to grow. Is that okay? Hey, guess what? It's that wonderful time of day when I say, if you ever feel alone in this world, you're just not. You're not alone. And if you ever feel unloved, you're not, because I love you. I don't know if I'll do weekend programs this weekend, maybe, maybe not. I try to do Monday through Friday, but sometimes Saturday and Sunday. Saturday's Mommy's big day off, and Sunday is her big day at work. So I may or may not. I may do a live stream or two this week. I don't know. But be watching for it. My guests are going to be the 6 Traveling Shorts on Friday the 20th. Oh, and let me also tell you, Friday is Mommy's birthday. I might have to do some kind of a special video for her. Yeah, my beautiful wife. We've been together since 1985. I'm grateful for it. But she's got another birthday. She's in much better health than I am, thank God. I will see you another, if not before Monday, I will see you on Monday. Put your questions and comments in the section below. I would love to hear from you. Help me grow. I'll do my best to help you grow. Bless you. I love you and your family. Until next time, bye-bye for now.